Hi everyone, Nevada Nail Person. So today is Friday, April 7th, and I'm going to be sharing some of the things in my makeup basket with you, some thoughts on these products, and good, bad, new, pulled out of retirement, whatnot. So just in case you're distracted by my yellow nails, this is OPI. Exotic birds don't tweet. So just so you know, because it is kind of bright. Good polish though, I like it. Alright, so I digress. So as usual, I will leave all the products that are in this basket down below and place asterisks next to the ones that I'm discussing. So this way you could reference the full name and who makes it and whatnot in case you missed it. So let's get on with the products. So for face, I've been pretty much exclusively using the Neutogena Hydra Boost, and I do like this foundation. It's a light coverage. Some days you want a lighter, sometimes you want to kick it up. If I kick it up, it's with these NYX Total Control drops. Love these drops. Back to the foundation, I do have it in the lightest shade, which is Classic Ivory, but I do think it somewhat oxidizes, so it becomes more my tone. So it does look rather light in the bottle, but it does actually pull a little bit warmer once you're wearing it. Not a full, you can't, it really doesn't last a full day. I would say by the end of the day, like right now, I only touched up a little bit with some powder because that's how I start the day as well. But I could tell it's breaking down a little. What I tend to do is set down like my under eye area with this Norris Crystal powder, which is just a sheer powder, although it looks white in the pan. And then all over with just a big fluffy brush, I just press in some foundation powder, which is the Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC in Light Plus. So yeah, this helps set it down a little and provides a tad more coverage. So that's been my favorite combination lately. And then underneath it all, I should have mentioned, I do give it a little spritz of the Smashbox primer water, which I have to refill. But I've been using the Marc Jacobs Undercover Invisible Undercover Primer, and it's that coconut scented one. And you can tell it's almost gone, so I'm really liking this. When I use it, I actually don't have to use my e.l.f. Under Eye Primer because I'll just take the primer up all the way. So this way it's like a 2-in-1 product. So if you have a moisturizing primer, I would just say bring it up a little bit higher. And then concealer. I finished up the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer, which I do like. So for concealer, I've been using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. So now, for this concealer, it does appear darker in the bottle. So if you look at a shade of foundation, I'll pull this out. It does appear darker, but it is quite light underneath. Not as long wearing. It didn't really crease as much as I thought it would. I did set it down with, like I said, the NARS and a little bit of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So I mean, this is a full day, but it doesn't seem to cover the dark circles as much as I like to. And I did use the Urban Decay Peach Concealer as well. So, I don't know. I gotta find that combination again. So, this is what I've been using. Still on the fence. I'll keep you posted. This is a new product. This is Hula Light from Benefit. And I should have pulled in the Hula regular, but that's okay. So this is what it looks like, and this is a used product, and you can tell I'm digging into it. It's all powdery and everything, but you can see right off the bat it's rather light. So that's a swatch of my finger. So as you can see, you could barely see it. So because of that, I would say for me it's fine. I do just contour up a little, just in the key areas like around here and a little bit down the nose. But for anyone, even, I would say fair, definitely. Light, maybe, depending how you use it, but anything darker than light wouldn't benefit from this. I would say get the regular Hoola, especially if you're medium, definitely go right for Hoola. So I do like it. I think if you're in the fair to light range, this would be a nice contour, starter contour, because it is so light. You just kind of take a nice fluffy brush and just kind of fluff it around those particular areas, like in the 3 shape here. So I think it does have a purpose in this world. I will definitely use it. I've been using it all week, and I'm really liking it. It just gives you a different look. So I would recommend it, especially if you want to start playing with contour. This might be the one to try. So nice. It has a sweet smell too. So really nice. I do like this. I like my deeper contours and bronzers and whatnot, but that's kind of fun. And for face to, this is an older product. I pulled out the Highlight Gilded Honey from Laura Geller. And mine's all messy because I put my concealer on the back and dab. Because that MAC concealer does pump out a lot, so I like to add a little at a time. So this is what it looks like. It's just a gorgeous highlighter. You can see right there. Super, super neat. I love this highlighter. What I tend to do, because it is a rather stark highlighter, I just use a fan brush and hit the high points of my face along here, down my nose a little, here in between the bridge, and a little on the forehead and a chin. So I do love this highlighter. It's a nice little teeny one. I haven't used this in a while and decided to pull it out, and I like this. This is the whole purpose of this video, to remind you what's in your drawer, and maybe you should pull it out and try it too. So this is a great highlighter this week. So it's Gilded Honey. And then for blush, I pulled out this product. This is from Clinique. I actually got it in my Clinique Advent calendar. In December, I purchased the Advent calendar, so you get a little treat every day, and this was one of them. And this is the blushing blush powder in Innocent Peach. And it's a nice, it appears to be kind of full size, I would say. So it's a nice everyday peach shade. So there it is on the swatch. So it's a nice, I would say nice warm blush, and you could probably build it up if you want to, or just give you a little flush of color. So really liking this. I was pleasantly surprised. I think I may depot it and stick it in one of my pans, so or holders, so this way it's all in one area, because I don't know about this packaging. So really enjoying this blush from Clinique. I haven't used a Clinique makeup product in a while, so this was kind of fun. Now for eyes, what I pulled out this week, and this is a new product, this is the Smashbox Cover Shot Ablaze Eye Palette. So here's the little palette, and it was smaller than I thought it would be. For some reason when I saw it online, I thought it would be a little bit bigger, but it's tiny. So first off, let me complain about this. So it has this wonderful cover that does the little effect, a little explosion-like effect. So when you open it, it's I don't see any hinges. I don't know how it's connected, but what happens is it just automatically closes. So if you're sitting and trying to apply your eyeshadow, all of a sudden, boom, it's closed. So I hated that. So I'll just have to mention that. But when you open it, it's this beautiful palette, and there is a mirror here too. And the names are on the back, but of course they're upside down. So as you can tell right off the bat, it's a warmer palette, some interesting shades. We have this cranberry, we have a, what would you call this? Like a pink champagne shade, a brown shimmer. Now we don't have too many mattes, so that's a little problem. So this is a matte. I think this is called Throwback, and Relaxed is a matte. So this is a matte and this is a matte. Yeah, I think that's it. It's hard to tell. But this is definitely a matte. This is a matte, and I believe if this is a matte, it may be a slight shimmer, but it's the darker shade in the palette. So what this is the shadow I have on right now. I basically used this matte cream and blended these two shades together for the, I guess you'd say, the transition crease shade. And then a little bit of this in the corner just to deepen it up, and this on my lid. So that's the pinkier look. And then I also wore this side of the palette, and this side was very orange. I did do a video wearing this. I don't remember which one it was, but I did have this on along with this in the crease, and I think I was just using this shade, the cream, along with these shades. So let me just swatch so you can see. So I'll swatch these two. So it's the matte and the gold. So we have some good pigmentation. And then let me swatch this cranberry and the one that's on my lid. It's hard to do it with my pinky. So that's the lid shade, and that's kind of what I have in my crease, kind of blended out with the cream shade. So I was pretty happy with this palette. Overall, Smashbox can be hit and miss. The ones that are good are really good. The ones that are bad are bad. This was good. I've heard mixed reviews after the fact, after I purchased it. So I tried not to let that sway my thoughts on it. I think I had better luck with this than Tarte personally, so I'm just saying. The worst thing was the little magnetized top keep closing on me when I was trying to apply my eyeshadow, so that's that. So nice little palette, probably get it on sale. I heard Sephora sales coming up in the next few weeks, so maybe that's something you'd like if you're looking for some warm shadows. So good palette. And then as a base, because I was using warmer shades, I deferred back to this nude stick. It's a magnetic matte eye color in Terra, and as you can see here, it's just a deeper shade that you would just apply along your lid. Oh, I think I had some eyeshadow on my finger when I blended it. But that's what I have on my lid right now, along with that champagne pink color. So that might have deepened it up a little too. And then a little bit underneath my eyes, along with same shadows I mentioned previously. But I love these nude sticks. Kind of pricey, but it's a great base for your eyes, and I would wear this shade alone on the weekend too, so love that. Now for mascara, I got 2 samples of mascara from a MAC order recently, and I've had false lashes before, and I like this mascara. I don't love it, but I like it. Then I tried a new one. It's called Upward Lash. This is horrible. Don't get it. So let me show you the wand. So it's one of those little plasticky wands. It's barely there. I mean, this is not built for my lashes. Maybe the full size, but I found it very, very awkward as well, being a little shorty wand, and then a shorty little applicator for mascara. I mean, look, you could see it's like just the size of my nail. So was not happy with this, and it just clumped my eyelashes. They just looked like I had 4 eyelashes on each eye, so not the look I'm going for. So I don't know why I saw this and I just pulled it out. I think it was just the silver, something shiny caught my eye. So this is not a favorite mascara, but I wanted to use it. I want to use up my products so they don't go bad. This is from Bare Minerals. It's called Lash Domination, and it's a volumizing mascara. And again, it's a plasticky wand. It's a little bit larger than that upward lash. Yeah, upward lash. And it has this twisty effect, if you could see. So it's a nice mascara. I tend to like wetter mascaras. This is a little bit wetter, so I think that's key. So I tried it out, did apply it the last few days. What I find is, because I have such short little eyelashes, even though I'm trying to get in there and I wiggle the wand, I still ultimately hit my eyelid and I get little speckles. So short lash problems, I don't know. So trying to use that up. And then finally for lips, ColourPop, I have the lippy stick and the lippy pencil in Crop Top. And actually the pencil is what I have on right now. It's just a nice warm nude. So that's the Crop Top pencil. What an ugly swatch. And I do sometimes like just wearing the pencils on its own. I think it dries down a little. Whereas this Crop Top, the lippy stick, is a much more traditional, if you will, formula. So it's very glossy. And I have to say, I do miss the old ColourPop lippy sticks. I like the vanilla scent. So I'm not the biggest fan of the current formula. It does dry down ever so slightly, but it still remains kind of glossy, gets on your teeth and whatnot. But I did like this shade. I thought it went well with the overall look, with the Smashbox Warmer palette, the warmer peach blush, and the warmer highlighter. So one more thing, I would consider this my tool, if you will. One thing I always have in my basket is a spot brush cleaner. This happens to be a little bottle from Japanesque, which is also a spot cleaner for your brushes. Right now there's Cinema Secrets in here. And what I do, as soon as I'm done with my brushes, I just spray them down and just wipe them off on a towel. So this way it removes all the residue, so it's at least fresh for the next day. You don't have all the color that you use that day. I like starting with a cleaner brush. It doesn't really replace like a full-on brush cleaning, but this will get you there for a bit. So at least you have some options. So I would recommend, if you're going to have a little makeup basket, maybe invest in one of these little bottles and keep filling it up and have it on hand, because that really helped me. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll leave the bubble here to subscribe, along with last week's makeup basket video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.